Good day, everyone. So we are the group 18, which is a chapter 18. So we will tackle about chapter 18, right? Which is the last chapter of the reporting. So for else, I would like to introduce the members of the group. So first is Philip Bintulan, which is me, and Ramsey Tumabini, Richard Gonzalez, and Romelo Sabel. So first, let's tackle about my assigned topic. So inventory management. So what is inventory management? Inventory management, which a great challenge. Inventory management is directly linked to operating management. The goal of which is to provide the best service customer when a customer calls for a sale order. Delivery must be done at the fastest possible time at the lowest possible cost. So, as we know, traditionally companies maintain a large stock of inventories to meet the challenge of serving customers on time. But however, under the strategic managerial framework, serving customers on time could be done by applying technology and redesigning the process production. And a general comparison of these two practices are summarized in the next slides. So, according to the book, so na daw one, duha ni siya ka criteria, which is the traditional inventory management and the strategic management, which will be tackled later. Okay, so next slide. So this is a traditional and strategic inventory management model. So mao ni siya. So the criteria is the traditional inventory management and the strategic management. So let's compare the two. Objective: deliver sales on time at the lowest possible cost. This is a traditional in the inventory management part. So into strategic inventory management, deliver sales on time at the most reasonable price. So there is a difference between the two, right? So mas may pasabot ani, like when it comes to strategic management, inventory management manggod, there are relationship between technology na, so apply na nila ang technology diri nga side, while sa traditional is mostly like na-focus lang sila sa kanang kinaraan, like counting or kanang the primary strategy in traditional inventory management is maintain adequate inventory holdings of materials and finished goods, while the strategic inventory management efficient scheduling of production process input through the output through the use of technology and linkages of the suppliers. So like what I said lately, the focus on strategic inventory management sa technology, which is good, like apply na nato technology more on like mas more on kanang mapadali siya or reliable ana ang atong mga resources or kuan nga makuha. So business environment. So in traditional inventory management, production is labor intensive, use mechanical equipment and machineries. Product oriented, functional in nature, emphasis on company customers relations forward approach, less investments in capital expenditures, generally lesser cost production in the short run. So mo siya. And the difference between strategic inventory management, production is technology oriented, use of electronic mechanical equipment and machineries, process oriented, emphasis on suppliers, company, customers, relations, integrated approach, heavy investments in capital expenditures, and generally lower cost doing business in the long run. So the same na sila yung mga the similarities, but there are some differences po, like what I've said na kini like more on technology good ang strategic inventory management, while sa traditional one. So inventory models, economic order quantity, the EOQ model, reorder point, order cycling method, two-bin system, min-max model, ABC classifications. We will tackle that next slides. Sorry. And the strategic inventory management part is the just in time, which is the GIT. So familiar na ang GIT, pero minta makabagat ani when it comes in GIT, like delivering the product, something like that, on time. Flexible manufacturing system, computer integrated manufacturing, which is CIM, Materials Requirements Planning, MRP, Manufacturing Resources Planning, MRP2, and Enterprise Resources Planning. So let's go to the next slide. The traditional inventory management techniques are based on all production process that includes purchase of materials, receipt of materials, materials warehousing, materials issuances to production, materials pre-production, inspection, conversion, process, quality inspections of units produced, finished goods, warehousing, pre-shipment, inspection, and delivery to customer. So we look familiar to this because most of us are still using this kind of techniques, right? Nowadays, especially ng mga bodega sa Pepsi or Coke, inana mostly ga-focus sila sa kanang uh, materials warehousing like kanang inspection, conversion, pilay sales, kung i-convert sa mga sobra inana like adto may makita ni mga difference or imo na pong i-order nga product haron malikay na to ang over order sa product because it will cost another expense. So mo ni siya familiar ni siya ang very much technique. So this is a traditional part ha. So traditional inventory models were developed such as the economic order quantity, which is the EOQ. So the economic order quantity. So unsa man the economic order quantity? So it is also known that buying quantity is the order quantity that minimize the total holding cost and ordering cost in inventory management. It is one of the oldest classical production scheduling models. So mo ni siya ang karaan gyud ang classic gyud nga ginagamit gyud ang pag inventory. So next is the reorder point method establishes the level of inventory on hand when an order is made. So ano siya, the order cycling method establishes schedules of periodic regular review of quantities, inventories, and materials on hand to determine the number of units to be ordered and bring the stock balance in desired level. And next is the min-max method, sets definable limits in inventory balances. Next is two bin system. Materials are stored in bins, piles, bundles, a specific stocking area. So focus niya sa software or something like that. And ABC model classifies inventories into three classifications, which is A, B, and C. Class A includes the high value critical items, Class B, which is the middle, and Class C, which is the low value items. So the ABC inventory model. So as you can see, there are three classifications, which is the E, B, and C. So according to Pareto's law, there is a ET rule. 80% of the inventory value are concentrated in Class A, which is there is a Class A that focus on 80% of the value of the inventory, and uh, and the rest, which is 20%, are clustered in Class A, B, and C. So as you can see, money value. So in A is high value, B middle value, C low value. Quality of control very strict, and the B is not strict, C is strict. Inventory value, inventory movement flow slow, and the B is relatively fast, and the C is fast. Level of safety stock, and A is low, moderate, and high. Quality of personnel, best available, average, fair. Quality of records, A is error free, highly reliable, and reliable. Replacement, uh, replacement time, as up normal can be long. Inventory turnover low, average high. So as you can see, no, more on positive sa A, naata na ang iyang more on. And I think that will be all to my second topic, and let's proceed to the next topic, which was assigned to Ramsey Tumabini. So let's go.
So, I am the next reporter, and my topic is the EEQ model. The economic quantity or EEQ refers to the units of materials that should be purchased to minimize total relevant inventory cost. In ordering costs, total ordering costs include the spacing in placing an order, waiting for an order, inspection, and receiving costs. setup cost and quantity discount clause, and carrying cost are those spending, holding, maintaining, or warehousing inventories such as warehousing storage cost, handling and clerical cost, property taxes and insurance, deterioration and shrinkage of stocks interest and return on investment. Example given is loss return on investment tied up in inventory. And next is average inventory. It is calculated by dividing the order size by 2. The average inventory is computed using the simple average method, that is, beginning balance plus ending balance divided by 2. The average inventory is basically the sum of beginning balance and the ending balance divided by 2. Since beginning inventory order size and ending inventory equals to 0, then average inventory equals order size plus 0 divided by 2. Then order size divided by 2. And next is economic order quantity. So economic order quantity is the point where the total ordering cost equals the total carrying cost. Also, at this point, the total inventory cost is at its minimum. Then we have a sample problem. So, assume an annual requirement of 24,000 units, a cost per unit of 20, a cost per order of 750, and carrying cost percentage of 20%. Then, applying the formula to this data, the EQ is then EQ units equals 2 times 24,000 times 750 equals to 3,000 units. Then next is EEQ pesos equals 2 times 480,000 times 750. Then 20% is equals to 60,000. So dapat ang total ordering cost kay equal siya sa total carrying cost. So ano yung total ordering cost kay since kahit man siya nag-order ay ano yung 8 times 750 equals to 6,000. Then ang total ordering cost carrying cost kay 3,000 divide 2 times 4 equals to 60,000. So ang total revenue inventory cost kay ano na siya result nga 12,000. Then we have a sample problem, behavior of ordering costs and carrying costs. So to further our study of behavior of ordering costs and carrying costs, let us again assume an annual requirement 24,000 units, a cost per unit of 20, and cost per order of 50, and carrying cost percentage of 20%. So considering order size of 1,200, 1,500, 1,000, 3,000, 4,000, 6,000, 12,000, and 24,000. So let's determine the total ordering cost and total carrying cost by using the formula below. So ang formula sa pagkuha sa number of orders kay ano siya, annual demand divide order size. Then after mo kuha ng result kay mao na siya ang total ordering cost. So ato siyang ikuan ang number at the times ang number of orders cost times cost per order. Then iguman so kuan mo na ang kuan average inventory mga order size divide by 2. So mao nang final nga mo result kato ganina nga kuan 12,000. So that's all my part, and the next reporter is Mr. Richard Gonzalez.
Good day everyone. So my topic is all about the variable quantity discounts. So fixed quantity discount generally does not affect EOQ. However, the EOQ is affected by the variability of quantity discounts as it reduces the net cost of materials from one order size to another. Originally, at AOQ level, the sum of ordering costs equals the sum of carrying costs. With the effects of variable quantity discount, the unit cost changes and becomes a relevant cost in computing the total relevant inventory cost. With variable quantity discount, AOQ is at a level where the sum of ordering costs, carrying costs, and cost of materials is at the minimum. Additionally, a quantity discount is an incentive offered to a buyer that results in a decreased cost per unit of goods or materials when purchased in greater numbers. A quantity discount is often offered by sellers to entice customers to purchase in larger quantities. So the next one is the trade discount and EOQ. We have established at EOQ the total relevant inventory cost is at the minimum. A deviation from EOQ level would mean an increase in total relevant inventory cost. However, if a benefit example is a supplier's discount causes to deviate from EOQ, then the benefit derived from the discount would be compared with the incremental cost of deviating from the EOQ level. So EOQ generally minimizes the total inventory cost. However, EOQ may not be the optimal when discounts are factored into the calculation. The optimal order quantity when discounts are involved is either EOQ or any of the minimum orders quantities above EOQ that qualify for additional discount. For example, if the EOQ is 1,000 units and discounts of 2%, 5%, and 8% is offered at 500 units, so 1,000 units and 2,000 units, the order quantity shall be lead. The lowest total inventory cost will either be the EOQ 1,000 units or 2,000 units. In order to determine the optimum quantity, we need to compare the total inventory cost of order quantities of 1,000 units and 2,000 units. We can ignore the total inventory cost of 500 units as it is below the EOQ level. So the next one is the economic production one or economic production quantity. So economic production one or economic production quantity, optimum production one, optimum lot size. So it refers to the size of production where the total cost of materials will be at minimum. So the EOQ formula can be used in determining the optimum production run. In this case, the cost per order is substituted by the setup cost and the unit cost of materials purchases is substituted by the variable cost of production. So the next one is we have the EOQ with back orders. A back order is a sale made when the item is not in stock. If back orders are possible, inventory can be maintained at lower levels. Hence, EOQ is modified for the cost of back orders. The effect of the modification is to increase the EOQ because the denominator decreases. The next one is the reorder point, when to place an order. So reorder point refers to the inventory level where a purchase order should be placed. Reorder point is the sum of lead time quantity and safety stock quantity. So the optimum production run is where the sum of setup cost and carrying cost is the same. The unit variable manufacturing cost is not a relevant cost in the analysis of optimum production run. And my last topic is the optimal safety stock quantity. So optimal safety stock quantity is the level where the cost of the safety stock is at the lowest. The cost of the safety stock consists of the carrying cost and the expected value on stock out costs. So stock out cost is the inadequate inventory levels carried by a business have the following costs. First is the extra purchasing, handling, and transportation cost. Second, lost sales and loss of customer goodwill. Third, additional clerical costs due to keeping customer back orders records. Fourth is the inflation-oriented increases in prices when inventory purchases are deferred. Fifth, frequent stockouts leading to disruptions of production schedules, overtime, and extra setup time. Sixth, higher price due to small quantities. Example, extra purchasing on transportation costs. And the last one is foregone suppliers discount. So the costs associated with the inadequate level of inventory are substantial. Efforts are to be made to reduce this cost. One of those that greatly contribute to the cost of inadequate inventory is the cost of stockouts. It includes the opportunity cost of lost sales, lost customer goodwill, disruptions of production schedules, overtime, increase in setup cost, and higher price due to small quantities. So that's all for my part, and the next topic will be reported by the next reporter, Mr. Romelo Osabel.
So, sa ako ang part, good day everyone. The modern inventory management model. Modern strategies or techniques of managing inventories depend on efficient scheduling of production process from the source of materials to the place of customers. So, ang bagong strategy na daw ron sa inventory management kay nagdepende sa pag-process sa production or hantod maabot sa customers. Then sa dakong tabang karon sa technology, ang database sa supplier, company o customers kay pwede nang ma-share sa saktong oras or on time din og unsay ilang kailangan kay makuha ra dayon nila sa paagi og paggamit og electronic data interchange or ang EDI. So kaning electronic data interchange kay super na maghimog data exchange sa daghang computer dili ra sa isa makagamit din. Kini po pwede ra sad makatransfer og mga documents so sa companies or sa katong ilang business partners like suppliers o customers. Then maoning electronic data interchange sila mag-order. So maoni ang nasa ang katong traditional process sa pag-order kay mao to ang katong materials requisition, approve, purchase order, approve din hantod sa supplier, ihatod sa supplier din ang supplier i-confirm ang order din material delivering din mag-inspect sa materials din i-transfer na sad ang materials then material storage and warehousing materials then issuance sa product then pre-production then and mag-inspection then materials conversion process then post-production then in mag-inspection then goods are transferred to finished goods warehouse then goods are transferred to shipping department then pre-shipments inspection then finally deliver sa customers. So mao to ang traditional nga process sa pag-order. So anang naa sa value added time kay pabili na kay mao nay gamit din ang naa sa value added time activities kay hawaon na kay mao ni nakadalag dugay sa pag-process og product padung sa customer. The next value added production process analysis. So sa value added production process analysis kay sugod i-order sa customers din ang supplier malargo nag-deliver og materials sa company din ang company largo na lang og process sa materials din man mag-deliver na sa customers. So wala na tong traditional process sa order. So giunsa siya so tungod ni sa program or systematize na siya ang isig apart nila sa process sa order. Ang katong supplier, company of customers kay systematize na sila. Then gamit ang
mag-request pa ka sa registrar, sir.
Then gamit ang best strategies, system of standards like pagpili og reliable na supplier, online sharing sa inventory of production process database online sa supplier, then company of customers tong magamit sa EDE, then ang equipments maintenance program, then effective og seeking personal training, then pag-apply og statistical quality control techniques, then periodic review og testing process, then open og effective na customer service program. Next, sa GIT inventory system, the just-in-time inventory model is anchored on the premise that materials should be received just in time they are needed for production, and finished goods are completed just in time they are needed by customer. So what is a just-in-time inventory system model? Isa na siya sa inventory model nga gi-practice tungod atong bag-ong delivery cycle or katong production process. Then kini siya kay giubanan ang pag-base sa materials na makuha dayon sa oras na gamiton dayon sa production, dayon ang finished goods kay mahuman po dayon sa oras na kailangan sa customers. Then that's all. Thank you.